I'm Douglas Fu, founder of Sakai Holdings Limited. Actually, while the economy is evolving with a very volatile situation that's ongoing all over the world, the hiring has actually always been not an easy, simple process, because there's always the guy who wants the job and the guy who would sit in front of you and tell you everything that they can do, but after they get into the organization, there are gaps. So since the beginning, when I was involved in hiring, I've always asked everybody to sit in front of me and tell me exactly who you are. And I'll tell you who you are, because we need to align where we want to go in the future. But the fact is, in the whole HR process for the longest time, it has always been training to write a resume, which has become a template, and teaching you how to take those interview questions, right? And to put the best of yourself in front. On the contrary, since day one, I've taken quite an extreme view to say that I need to see who you are, and I'll explain to you who we are and what we're trying to do. So the skill sets that's required today may not necessarily be those skill sets in a year's time that's still relevant. So the workforce has to also evolve. Evolve in terms of agility, of lifelong learning, and to be able to be aligning with those new business models that the company are embarking upon. For people who are looking to embark on a career, it's about embarking on an area that you're passionate about, because that actually is a very big driving force. Because when you're passionate about something, no matter what entry level you get, you will quickly move very rapidly in the organization and doing things that you have never imagined of doing. And in my journey, I've seen people actually without experience in those areas, but able to perform those jobs that they've never imagined they could do. I am a product of the education system, and I don't think I turned out too bad. But is that same system that I went through still relevant today? The straightforward answer is no. And that's why you start to see all the evolution. The evolution of the PET, the pre-employment training, which used to be quite standalone, with the CET, which is the continuing education training portion. Because we're talking about the same constituent that's going through here, that will move into the workforce, but will have to continue learning to evolve with the changing of times, with the new skill sets, with the new business model that's coming through, with the disruption that they will be facing. So today, we are in a much more connected, where the IHLs and the industry are so much more integrated as compared to in the previous years of our nation building. But then at the same time, we have to have a conversation on the future of education. The pedagogical is going to evolve as well, and that is something that you need to learn. Are teachers going to be continued teaching, or are teachers going to be facilitators? Because the youth has got their perspective, the youth have got some of their insights as well, and from the industry standpoint, depending on just working with enterprises, it's going to be difficult. So the better way is to work with the trade, association, and chambers who actually have an outreach to the hundreds and thousands of enterprises, so the IHLs can be much more integrated. Well, for a start, grades are a proxy for who gets to the classes that everybody wants to go. But does it ensure that the person who gets into a certain school, a certain course, will be able to apply those learning successfully in solving the world's problem? Maybe yes, maybe no. It's about the application at the end of the day that you're going to, in the real life situation where the enterprise come through. I'm quietly confident that our future workforce is primed to be prepared for those dynamic challenges ahead. Why? Because precisely of all this discussion we are having on building future-ready talents, studying about applied learning, talking about the internship. So looking back, would I do it differently? I don't know, because the straight answer is I don't know. So as long as you have that open mind of continuing to learn, I actually treasure and feel blessed that I was given even the opportunity to go for education. The country has given me the basic fundamentals of communication so I can talk to you today, the basic mathematical skills, the basic analytical skills, and the basic learning skills that continue for me on this learning journey. So there is no going back and say, oh, I should have studied this, I've studied that. I think anything that I could have been given the opportunity to study, that's a blessing.